Hello, everybody. You're looking at video earlier today in the Moorhead and Fargo area, looping around. We'll have updates on your snowfall totals. It's all coming up next. I'm holding on for a few more viewers. Stick around. Hutch's weather is next.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
Local television and radio, they go silent when the storm goes loud. Anyone actually covering this tornado warning? Yeah, Hutch does.
And good evening, everyone. It's been a long day. More snow on the way for tonight, more wind as well, and a correction to make. We've got a lot of snow reports from you. Thanking you all for your reports today. It's good to have you on there. FJEIFBW. Any more snow for Kidder County? I think more blow for you guys than snow during the overnight hours. Details coming up. Your questions answered right here. It's a two-way street. Hutch's weather is coming up. And let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the new thing on the block, and that is the good old-fashioned weather app. And it's wonderful to see you here. I'm going to send a little notification out to my app friends out here. So let's go to the latest videos and boom, boom, here we go. So you should be getting a push on the brand new Hutch's weather app right now that we're in progress on the app. And if you have not heard yet, I have launched a brand spanking new weather app, Rock On Indeed. And I'm so excited about this. If you can't tell, it's going to help you make decisions for your day, help you keep you and your family safe. And a lot of thought went into this. Search Hutch's weather in the Play Store on the Android or on the iStore as well. For you Apple using folks as well. So you hit the Play Store button, search Hutch's weather. It'll come right up. That's the icon for it right there. When you click on it on your desktop, there's a couple things I want to go through real quickly first, because there's a lot of content on this app that can help you see what's going on and make decisions. And over the next few weeks and days, I will show you. Andrea, thank you. I'm glad you got the notification. Rock On, watching in Valley City. Good to have you, JV. Rock On. As always, Feisty Nita. Loved using the new app's photo submission section, and thanks to all of you. We'll go over some of those photos. Now, on Hutch's weather app, one thing, once you download it, make sure you allow it to follow your location, not only when you're using the app, but always. Why? Because if you're traveling to Timbuktu or Tubuck-Tin, we want you to be safe. What if a warning's issued in a place you're unfamiliar with? Well, Hutch's weather app is going to send you that notification you need to know what's going on. Now, when you open the app, that's one thing, but I do want to point this out. On your cell phone or cellular device, if you hold down on your screen, what you're going to notice here is a little widget section, and I want you to add a widget. What does that do? It puts Hutch's weather information that you want most right on your desktop. You get to pick. So go through here, scroll down to see Hutch's weather, click on this, and there's 10 or more of these. If you like current conditions in a little tab, pick this. If you want the next 5 to 7 days and the forecast and chance of rain, pick this one. Hey, you want the hour by hour forecast? Pick this one. You want the radar? I love having the radar on my home page right on my phone. Yep, I like that. I'm going to pick that one. When you pick one you like, and I'm going to pick the radar app for now, you click the add button, you wait just a hot minute, and it's going to add this puppy to your home screen. So let's see if I did that right. There it goes. Add the live widget. Once you've picked your color scheme, your phone may or may not behave exactly the same. Looky there. It's the live radar from Hutch's Weather's app, and you got it. And if you want to look more at it or change some of the fields on it or put it into motion, you just clicky on the thingy-majigger, and here you go. And right on your whatchamacallit, you got to look at the snow. You got pink here for a winter storm warning. I made a mistake earlier. I said I had a correction to make. It looked like when I was querying detailed watches and warnings on the app earlier that the wind warning had been canceled. That's not the case. We still have a wind warning in effect. They did not reach 70 miles per hour, but we have had some 60 mile per hour gusts. So Hutch's weather app, download it today if you have not done so. Casey, thanks for your kind words. Good evening, Bonnie. Good to have you on board. Thanks for watching. To all of you, Mike, downloaded Love it. Thank you so very much. Let's get started with what's going on around the region. We can do it right on the app to get started. And to do that, we're going to zoom right in on this and we're going to go and see that Fargo is encased by snow from Crookston. And well, that looks like Beltrami, Ada, right down into the northern parts of Cass and Clay County. We have a batch of snow. Grand Forks County, Highway 200, those areas seeing snow making their way through. Now, if you're using Hutch's weather app, I can do the whole broadcast with this thing. That's kind of cool. Why don't we go ahead? Head to the home menu by the button here, or you just slide off to the right here, but go back to the home page. And what we'll do is take a look at this road report together. On the road report, I don't care if you're traveling anywhere in the northern plains, we've got you covered. Any state, North Dakota comes up, no travel advisories, north central, northeast, and parts of east central North Dakota, not Fargo, but no travel advised. The I-29 corridor through Griggs, Steele, and Trail County and points north. Woo, yuck, nasty. And if you want a pro tip, you can zoom in just to wherever you want on this map. And this is just like the DOT site because it's there at content right here. And not only that, you can do the pro tip by opening the three sandwiches here by clicking on the menu bar and turning the cameras on and taking a look with your own eyes to see what's going on the roads that I care about. We've been checking in on you, Emerado, for most of the day. Yuck! Okay, that's Emerado. You close that by hitting the X. We zoom back out. Now we say, what's going on down here near that Buxton area? Yuck! Not good. I don't like it. I'm not going to go out. I'm going to stay home. No travel advisory. I might as well. Valley City. We got some cameras for you, too. Yuck! Wow, look at that. Now, it's not a no travel advisory, but it's a travel alert. It looks like we do have some tracks in the snow right there on the big road. Wow, pardon me. I have a frog in my throat and ain't even frog season. So here's what we're going to do. If you're in Minnesota, South Dakota, let's go to Minnesota and show you yours. Sorry about that. My apologies. We have tough roads through the Twin Cities and points north into west central parts of Minnesota, all the way up into the northwest corner of the state there. A lot of action going on there. Zooming in, you can get a feel for where things are really bad. Highway 10 has been challenging at times, and there's more snow moving down towards you, but right now it's that Highway 75 corridor and Highway 9 corridor. And this is what it looks like at Beltrami on Highway 9 right now. So things there a little dicey, a little icy. The pink, by the way, if you don't know for sure what this is, open the layers and legend here, and you can scroll down on the legend. So you click the legend tab here, scroll down to the bottom, pink, completely covered roads. We don't like that. I'm staying home. We got South Dakota. There's been a no travel advisory in northeastern parts of the state there. And we do have well, we're waiting for that to load up. Thanks, Logan. And thanks so much, Fiesta. Good to have you on board. Snowplow trucks are in action out there. So we just close this out and let's see what's going on in the great state of South Dakota. Northeast, no county or no travel advised. Roberts County on that I-29 corridor there through Sisseton and Victor, and things there, they started out with ice, and folks, now it looks like we got some snow going on top of the ice. Solid ice down there in the Southern Valley. That's your road report. We did that, and that's a good deal to take a look at. Now, what about the forecast? The forecast is right here on the app as well, and it's kind of cool. So now that you've added the little widget to your home screen and you know how to get around, we're going to go back to the home page out here, and thanks to my friends at OK Tire for sponsoring the road report, you can also see snowfall totals, which we'll get back to. This is the main radar map, and on the radar map, you have this wonderful thing that you can click on and take a look at. You can look at the weather alerts in your area that are tracking you. If we track what's going on in the FM area, here's all of the alerts. We will zoom in to Fargo-Moorhead, and when I click on it, it says winter weather advisory. And this is where I got confused. There was no wind warning there, but as we sneak off over to the east, there's still the wind warning, high wind warning in effect as we, west, as we look off into North Dakota. So wind warning out west, it gets covered up by the winter weather advisory that's here, so we can't see it. You can click on your county and see what warnings are in effect for your area. So that's another fact on the app. It's really cool right there. All the data, hour by hour forecast. Now, if you want to do this with me, it's kind of cool. Head to your app and hit the hourly forecast. When is the snow going to stop, Hutch? Well, this is tied to a computer model here. So we'll go to the hourly forecast and we can scroll down and see that as we go beyond midnight, I think Hutch was saying this last night, and by the time we get after 4 a.m., the chance of snow starts dropping down to around 20%. So the precip chance starts dropping after about the 2 to 3 a.m. time frame, and then it gets better. Northwest winds sustained at 20 miles per hour, gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour will be persistent through the early overnight hours as well. So this is one way you can read your hour by hour forecast for your area. Good. Amen. Form Duluth. Love the live radar on the app. It's very clear and accurate. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate that. You can also get to your daily forecast here. This is like your 10-day forecast. You could scroll through and see the low and high temperatures. That looks like it looks windy out there as we go out to the distant future. And you can even jump right to the radar from here. Now, one trick, another pro tip. Layers on the radar can be changed here. Right now, you're looking at the current radar. If you hit the play button, it's going to go back in time, and it's going to load all this up, and it's going to start playing what's going on in the past. This is how this snow is moving. Right here, boom, it's jumping to the future. So it's prognosticating in real time where this rain and snow, or snow now, is going to be moving in the next hour or 2 hours. That's it. It just gives you that feel for where it's been, where it's moving in the next little bit, and it's a nice tool to have. But not only that, there's more. But wait, there's more. Yes, not 3 easy payments either. It's free. Okay, hit this national radar box up here because we're showing radar data. We went over one of these earlier. On the data tab here, you can look at anything from temperature to satellite. Someone pointed out that the temperatures were a little bit off or whatnot. They are estimates at all locations because we do smoothing on the lines when we put color tables on there. A little bit hard to read. It's not plotting future temperatures there, but let's go right now to the forecast. So you can look at forecast snow accumulations. What? Okay, and you can look at the precip accumulation as well as the 24-hour future radar. Let's go there. This is like looking at your future radar, your hour-by-hour forecast. Please remember, you're looking at a model on here, and there's only one model on Hutch's app like any other app you choose. And I will tell you if I don't think this model is going to be the most accurate one, and that's the difference between Hutch's weather. No app is going to have a model that's right every single time. It just doesn't happen. But check this out now. As we take a look at the hour-by-hour forecast, now here's the time on the cloud. You press it, and it's going to load it up. And there it is. Our snow exits, a little bit more dash of snow makes its way through. And then as we go into the late time frame on this, and we'll pause it so we can kind of drag it through and look at the time. And it says 9 p.m. tomorrow. Another batch of snow starts moving in Wednesday night in the western Dakotas. Our chance here for some snow showers will be on Thursday here in the valley. So you get that feel for what's going on with that future radar right here on Hutch's Weather app. So that's enough about that. Thank you so much. Quite a bit of snow in Bemidji. Do you want to talk snow reports today? Let's talk snow reports and peak wind gusts. I'm going to go to the end on site here and look at those peak wind gusts today. They started up late. The heaviest winds moved into South Dakota, but look at this, 55 to near 60 miles per hour in the areas you see the color. Look at Steele. I'm not kidding. 58 miles per hour. Now up here in Ward County near Minot, anywhere from 35 to 45, near 50 mile per hour gusts. Lake Sakakawea was blowing away out there, and that's a lot of it. Now that's Brandy's asking for more snow. Bring it. I hear you. I hear you. A lot of us want to play in the snow. Wind in the valley, not as bad. 61 miles per hour as you get down here in that Wishick area. Yuckarooskies. That's what happened with that. Now, another thing on the app is the fact that Hutch has loaded up for you information on snowfall. And it's a cool thing. And you can go to this page right on the app by hitting the snow banner on the app. Snow reports. Zoom the map out. This is what we've seen reported to the National Weather Service so far. So as you're taking a look at this, go ahead and open this up and zoom on in with your fingers on the app there, and boom, shakalaka, in you go. Now, as you see, the yellow circles here are folks that got, say, between 5 and 8 inches of snow, 6 and 8 inches of snow, I should say. So there are a couple places that did get more than 6. Here's Valhalla with a 6-inch report from the National Weather Service. Here is Warren, 7.5 inches. some of these places are getting more snow as well. Fargo, 4.3 inches. Grand Forks, anywhere from 5 to 7 inches of snow reported in and around Grand Forks today. Brainerd Lakes area, 7 inches here in Motley. As you look outside of the Staples area, heading into Brainerd, 5 inches reported earlier. North on 35, a good 7-inch report there as you get into the Duluth area, traveling northbound on 35. Willow River, Minnesota, and the northern part of the Twin Cities seeing 4.5 inches of greasiness on the roads there. And if we zoom in a little bit farther, we can see on the south side of the Twin Cities, 4.6, and you can take this all over the nation. It's not just our area to see what's fallen in the last 24 hours. Slide this puppy over, and you can look out farther than that, like 48 hours ago, and see where yesterday's snow fell. And the day before that, when you go out 72 hours. So that's the snow reports that have been reported so far. Now we've gone through that. Hey, thank you so much, Brad. I love it that you love the app, and thanks for downloading. And I see that I'm very humbled by the number of folks that have downloaded the app in 24 hours. I'm beside myself. Thank you. You rock. You rock. If you have a question about the app, I did get some. I'm not hiding anything. This is an open door here. Some people said they downloaded the app and that's froze on that home screen. If you notice any kind of problem after downloading the app, please just restart your phone. And I've had good luck with that. That was only a problem with Android. So let me know if you have a problem with the app. I want to know so we can get it fixed and working right for you. And literally, we've been testing it for weeks and months, and things are really going well. Thanks, Jeanette, for downloading the app. Thanks, Brad, so much. Supposed to be awesome app? Yes, it is. And let's see, can I be a snow and rain reporter? Sean, thank you very much. Yes, you can. And let me show you how you can do it. You can upload your photos like so many have today. And here's where we're going to go to the Hutch's weather. And this, you can upload it from the app yourself. And these are some photos that have been uploaded today. And this was obviously not from today. This was from November 21st when we had a beautiful aurora display. Look at this bird. Not happy at all with the weather we're having. This is Jamestown. Linda Brown saying that hawk is looking hawkish out there. Kind of guarding the suet in the bird feeder there as well. And this is one way you can share reports with me, and then I pass them along to the Weather Service. Nearly 3 inches measured earlier in Rendezvous Park there in West Fargo. Thank you so very, very much for sharing this with us. I got to tell you what, Bill, it's been one of those days, and we did get more snow, and there's more snow coming through. So this is one way you can share your reports. Here's more. That birdhouse looks like they got to get out and test that roof for integrity out there. Northeast Tamarack Refuge, Bonnie Jean, thank you. What a beautiful shot and a lovely layer of snow. And when you're inside, Elizabeth here taking a picture of 6 to 8 inches of snow reported in beautiful Grand Forks, North Dakota. Here's a measurement, 2 inches of the 9 that you see here, or 9.5. 2 inches came yesterday. 7.5 today is what the report was near Warren. That's right on the target with the forecast that was for today. As we take a look at Faulkner Township, Grand Forks County, Marion, thank you so very much. Looks like between 6 and 7 inches of snow. This is one way you can report snow to me, and I pass that along to the National Weather Service. So thanks to all of you who have participated there. Now let's check in on this hour-by-hour forecast. What's going on with the snow? Where's it going? And why? And what's going on right now? So we do have that wind really starting to pick up. I showed you the peak gusts here a minute ago. Thank you, Katie, for appreciating the app. Look at the winds in Jamestown pushing up to 43 miles per hour. I think briefly we may see some gusts up to 40 mile per hour or so in Fargo and in Valley City. But right now, the strongest of the winds are moving out of Lake Sakakawea. Are you kidding me? Up here by Washburn, 51 miles per hour, 41 miles per hour in Glen Ullin out there, near 40 miles per hour, Dickinson, Bismarck, Mandan, 40 in Mobridge. Look at that. 51 mile per hour gusts down there in central South Dakota as things are ripping. But the strongest of the winds are sliding here. What's that? Do you see that 74 mile per hour gust right now in Aberdeen? That's greater than hurricane force winds. That's hurricane force winds in Aberdeen gusts right now. I think I said up to 70 mile per hour winds. I didn't know that we were going to get there, and we just did. Right now, live on Hutch's Weather, 74 mile per hour wind gusts reported there for you folks in Aberdeen. That can cause damage. Trees snap, Do you want to know about power outages? Well, then you head yourself right back to the Hutch's weather app, and let me show you this. This storm I mentioned, if we get winds like that after ice, which Aberdeen had, is it causing power disruptions? I want you to head to the map. You head to the map here by scrolling up on Hutch's app, and you go here, and I'll show you how to turn on the layer right here. You go back to this layer button, and it's going to allow you to look at different things. Now, county power outages. That sounds good. Or state power outages. Well, let's go to the county and just see what's going on in South Dakota. Now, when we go back to the app, and we'll go ahead and take some of these other overlays off. Let's turn the alerts off on the map. And now let's go back, and we're just looking at power outages in counties. And there's some with some highlights here. Now, it would not surprise me with gusts in the Aberdeen area that were over 70 miles per hour that we could see some power outages. As we look down here near the area by Eureka, we're looking this area, Harriet, South Dakota, winter weather advisory, and we do have some power outages that have taken place there. The amount of people without power is less than 10%, so you can use the table to kind of look at that. But it gives you, based on color, how many people are without power, not just here, but across the nation. And it doesn't track every household, but it's a great tool to get an idea of the impacts of a storm as it makes its way in. Again, available to you on Hutch's Weather app. Download it today. Search Hutch's Weather in the App Store. It is free. Hour-by-hour forecasts coming right now. Now, here's how things are looking with our snow showers. I had picked a model earlier tonight. Now, you're not going to see anything newer by going to some other location. This is the newest model data right here. And I'm going to go out to this one and see if it's initiating right. What does that mean? Does this look like what's happening right now? It's not too bad. So this is a high resolution model showing things wrapping around, but here's what it's missing. What's going out of the Twin Cities is still there. So I think it shoos it out of the Twin Cities a little too fast, and we have snow shower activity right into the pre-dawn hours with another secondary band rolling out of Manitoba right into the Red River Valley for the morning hours. The model that has done the best with this storm system throughout the day has been this model, and it's brand new. So it also is showing this snow wrapping out of here. This secondary band that comes out here falls apart. I'm more likely to believe that because the cold, dry air on the backside of this system is both that cold and very dry. So I don't think we're going to get a lot of appreciable accumulation, but with what's coming through Fargo, Grand Forks, and western Minnesota right now, do not be surprised if you add on another inch or two of insult to the injury. The strongest winds are right here where the isobars are close together as we go into the 11 to midnight hour in the Southern Valley. Then those strongest winds move into central and southern Minnesota, where the isobars, these solid black lines are isobars. That's the wind that's strong. Where the isobars are far apart up here in the Red Lakes area, your wind starts quieting down, and it really quiets down out to the west. So now, Hutch's forecast, what we've been waiting for and what you need to know. And we'll get to that Thursday forecast in a second. North winds overnight will be decreasing from west to east. 12 miles per hour in the morning out to the west. Jamestown, really windy there. Yes, you have had some gusts of 50 miles per hour in the James River Valley. Check this out, though. Temperatures will be falling from the morning temperatures. So I want you to know this. You're going to step out the door in the morning. It's going to be brisk. It's going to be breezy, and it's going to be cold. Coldest in central North Dakota, where we will have anywhere from single digits above and below zero north to near 5 degrees to 10 degrees down to the south. Underwood schools are 2 hours late. Thank you, Kai, for sharing. Katie saying it's really windy. Marnie saying love the app. Watching from Walhalla. Great to have you on board as well. Brady G 111. Hutch, keep that snow east of 50 here in Idaho. Wow. East 50 here in Idaho. Glad to have you watching from Idaho, another state that likes potatoes. We grow a lot of those potatoes here in the Red River Valley, and they're really good ones. They go good with, some would say, lutefisk. I don't know if you know what that is, but up here we do. Okay, take a look at this. 20 degrees in the morning in the Twin Cities, Brainerd, and near that in Bemidji. North winds will be stronger for you than in North Dakota, upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour. We'll still have clouds, but most of the snow should be pushing off to the east. That's your morning planner for tomorrow. And then afternoon temperatures falling. That's right, we're going down from the teens into the single digits. And for your drive home, by the time we get to behind my head, it says 4 p.m., 3 in Grand Forks, 9 in Fargo, and continuing to fall. Sub-zero up here in the Devil's Lake Basin. Thanks, Richard. Thief River Falls schools reported to be 2 hours late as well. Thank you so much. All right, how much snow did we get so far, Hutch? Let's take a look at those in a minute. I think I did go over that from the app, but we'll take a look again because I did do some special Your Report graphics just for you, my friends here joining me on this live report. For your forecast the next 7 days, we got the wind that goes overnight with the snow exiting, decreasing clouds, and it looks like a cold day with temperatures falling from that morning reading around 15 to 9. Then as we go into your Thursday, even colder still. I'm sticking with my number here, -7 degrees. Ludafisk and Lefse, yes, says Bobo. Yeah, you got to have a little bit of that northern Minnesota chow once in a while. 13 for your high as we warm it up. But there's your late day, overnight chance of snow in the Red River Valley coming at us from the west. Yes, there could be accumulations, but the best chance of accumulations will be in west and southern parts of North Dakota. So west of Fargo and south of I-94. That's what it looks like to me. We get a little break from the snowy activity on Friday the 12th, and then I've got purple days here. What's that? Yeah, it's a Vikings weekend, but no, the purple means it's going to be cold. We got morning temperatures 15 to 25 below, single-digit temperatures. We're below zero all day on Saturday, making good ice, but ice is never safe. Always check. Always check. And then as we warm it up just a little bit, we do see a 33 on there, lucky threes on Tuesday with a chance for some clouds and showers on Tuesday, the 16th. And that's your 7-day planner. Now, what about the forecast for snow? Let's get right on down to it. We'll skip the ice for now because that system is over. Here's the forecast that was for today. And this storm system is now gone. But take a look at the storm as it worked its way through. 4 to 7 plus seems to be pretty accurate. This shifted from up here a little farther north down to the south today. So if you joined me earlier today, I had this shift for you because that's where the radar was setting up. And then the confidence just went boom. It's going to snow heaviest right in this band. I think that's pretty accurate from the reports you've passed, but we have a little bit more snow coming on top of it. So I can't wait to hear if we got that isolated 10 or not. We got to be getting close in a few places. Brainerd. Looks like Wadena and all of these areas out here seeing some lofty snowfall totals. Barnesville reported to be 2 hours late. Thanks for sharing your information as well. Watching from Pyongyang, North Korea, Nitro Border 17. Thank you very much for joining Hutch's weather. Now, here's what's going on as we move our way into the overnight hours. Those rain showers are gone. Let me go ahead and pull up the right graphic here for this, and then we'll look at the snowfall totals that actually fell. I want to talk about Thursday, so that's what I'm going to do. I got to load up the right graphic here. I don't know what happened here. Let's go to this one. There it is. Thursday. Notice how the snow stays south and west of Fargo. Most of it happens in western North Dakota. Oil Patch, Dickinson. Hey, New Salem, Sioux, how about you? 1 to 4 inches out to the west in pockets. And then as you get into the valley, the James River Valley, Cheyenne River Valley, Devil's Lake Basin, generally we're talking 1/2 an inch to up to 2 inches in isolated locations. This storm system moves down to the I-90 corridor in southwest Minnesota, and we'll keep our eyes on this. There could be a shift as we go through. Now a look at your snowfall reports. Bear with me while I load up the proper image here for you on this. And I went through and updated these so that we could all take a look together. And here we go with some of your snowfall reports. So I say thanks to all of you who uploaded photos and commented on my post, and that's where I got these. More than 3 inches here in East Grand Forks, Hutch. Thanks, Dusty. In fact, the Weather Service and some reports in and around Grand Forks are widespread. Okay, 4.7 from a National Weather Service report in Grand Forks. 4.3 reported from the National Weather Service in Fargo. I measured about this exactly here in parts of South Moorhead as well. So a little bit less than this, but about 4.1 inches is what I averaged here in South Moorhead. Faulkner Township out there in Grand Forks County, 6.5. Marion, thank you very much for your report. West Grand Forks, and it was west of Grand Forks by some amount of miles. I don't know how many because it chopped it off in the comments. 5.5 inches. Kim, thank you so very much. Grand Forks, North Dakota, Kyle said 7.5 inches. So you can see when these reports come in, they definitely come at different times. Laura Jean says 8 inches in the backyard in Crookston. I believe it. I'll show you the big winners coming up on the next page of reports here. So we got Grand Forks 7.5. Fertile. How about 7.8 inches of shovel trouble in Fertile, Minnesota? And Valhalla out there with 6 inches. And that was the National Weather Service report as well. Now, as we take a look at a couple more images here, let's go with this one. This is the big winter reports right here. And Bijou Am I right? Is that how we say that? Bijou, 8 inches, Nate. Thank you very much. Gonvic, 8 inches. Thief River Falls reporting 8 inches and still snowing by Lisa. So Taryn, Lisa, and Nate, thanks all for your 8-inch reports. Carlstead, Minnesota, loving it. Getting the snow machines out there, right? 8 inches of fluffiness out there with wind to blow it around now too, but not as bad as I was thinking yesterday with those winds, still around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Warren, Minnesota, 7.5 inches by Anonymous. You weren't anonymous, but you shared it real quick live during my live, and I didn't get to write your name down. So my apologies. Motley. Wow. That's a crew right there. 7 inches of snow removal to do. 5.5 inches in Hackensack, not New Jersey. We're talking Minnesota here, folks. So that's a look at that forecast. So that's your complete rundown of the weather. Now, we do have some big time weather to talk about here, and I wanted to show you the progression of the Thursday system. So let's go right back to that right here, and we'll go ahead and load this up on the viewer here so I can take a look. And my apologies while I load this up. Here we go. Okay, so this is a look at the national picture. I'm going to zoom this into our region here because we're going to look at Montana, North, South Dakota, as well as Minnesota with this system here. And as we take a look at this, I'm going to pick the model that's done the best with this. The European did a pretty good job with this storm system through the latter days, the last 2 or 3 days. Here we go through Wednesday, cold air moving in, and then boom, we get a chance of some snow in the Western Dakotas late on your Wednesday. But by the time we get to morning, this is just a few flakes of snow here in the valley on our Thursday morning, but it could grease up the roads a little bit. Look at this, looks familiar. Warm air, some areas of rain, some areas of sleet, and then the main event starts coming through as we go to the late part of the day on Thursday. And that could bring a chance for some snow showers as it moves through here in southeasternmost North Dakota, mainly south of Fargo and mainly to the west of Fargo as well. So that's a look at the timing on that. I'll keep you updated right here. If there's any other questions, now's the time to drop them. Also, hey, tag a friend and let them know, or share with a friend and let them know. Hutch's weather app is here. Hey, Beaver Sticks, good to have you on again. Still coming down in Breezy Point. Thanks very much for pointing that out. Still falling in East Grand Forks, and go Broncos with the Seattle Seahawks logo, I might add, Dustin Johnson. That was a terrible Super Bowl, and I was mighty sad after it, but I'm happy for your Hawks if you're a Hawks fan. And then when Russell Wilson came to play with the Broncos, it didn't quite work out as well, but that's okay. We're excited about this year. That's for sure. All right. Roads are awful around Bemidji. We did the road reports, and you can get the very latest. I encourage you to download the Hutch's Weather app. You can also find all of this information on hutchesweather.com. If you don't have your cell phone handy and you're at the office and you're at the desktop, you can get the road conditions report right here. You click on that puppy and you're good to go with road conditions right there on hutchesweather.com as well. So it really is a toolbox for you with the most important tools that you're going to need. Here's a look at that again. No travel advisory in the state of North Dakota on the eastern and northern side here, and that does include the Highway 5 corridor. Not only that, on this page, scroll down a little bit, press the play button, and this is the snow accumulation forecast. It's just from one model, and it's showing that most of the snow now remaining for the overnight will be Bemidji and Point South, and there's the Thursday event starting to make its way in as well. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of you. How much, not snowing much in Thief River Falls anymore. So as we take one last look at the radar as we say goodbye, because why not? As we go here, 74 mile per hour gust right now in Aberdeen, according to that, if that's accurate. That is hurricane force winds in Aberdeen, South Dakota, folks. Now let's go up here and take a look at that radar one last time, and we'll see what's going on. We're getting some snowfall reports, wind reports here, showing up in as that core of fast moving wind is sneaking along the North Dakota, South Dakota line now. We have wind gusts of 65 in Frederick, near Frederick, I should say, a wind gust of 67 in Cullum. Hold on to your hats in Cullum. And if you are in Streeter, 11 miles south of Streeter, it's a 59 mile per hour gust. So many of these gusts, 60 in Long Lake, 62 rather, 68 mile per hour gusts in Roscoe. So that's the way things are looking there. And snow reports coming in from the cities as well. We do have this little batch of snow The models were showing this secondary band kind of coming through as we go into the morning hours, but it's already starting to dry up a little bit on this latest radar display. We'll keep you posted. Brad, thanks for your report. Windy indeed. Are you kidding me? We just saw you guys had a gust up there of around 60 miles per hour. So I'm glad that you still have your hat, or at least I hope you do. Okay, so we definitely have more snow taking place. Out here, it looks like nothing is going on, but that's because you are a long ways away from any radars in Park Rapids and Bemidji, and it's likely that the radars are shooting over the top of you. I-35, we're getting some serious snow out here by this area near the Willow River, where we got that report of 7 inches on I-35. The northern metro area now at 4.5 to 5 inches in the Twin Cities. St. Cloud area, 4.5 inches. So you will run into some I-94 shovel trouble as well. This storm system now sneaking off into southern parts of the state of Wisconsin, where it's left a trail of 3 to 4 inches. Madison, 1 inch. Milwaukee, 1 inch. And now as we look into Kalamazoo, they got the rain, right? That was familiar here yesterday. And now we got some snow starting up in Grand Rapids as this system sneaks off to the east and gives us a brief reprieve. Thanks for joining. Have a safe night. I'll have an update in the morning. Good night.
This has been a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching,